opinion on bullying is very, very strong. So let's ask him a few questions.
Go for it.
What are your thoughts on bullying?
What are my thoughts on bullying? I find that bullying is a lot harsher these days, especially with social media. And obviously I'm against it. We stand strong against bullying. We teach it in our classes. We also go to schools and try to teach or educate people about bullying. And we're just trying to prevent it and stop it from happening. And we're trying to teach kids about bullying so they understand what they're doing is wrong.
That's actually really, really cool. What are your thoughts on self-defense against bullying?
Coming from a martial arts background, I strongly believe in self-defense, not in punching and kicking people, but just knowing how to defend yourself. I find gives kids confidence in knowing that they know how to defend themselves. So knowing how to block, knowing what to do in that type of situation, you're a lot more confident rather than being like, oh, someone punches me, I don't know what I'm going to do. If someone pushes me, I don't know how to handle it. So I find our students at first they're a little bit nervous and a little bit on the ropes about martial arts if they've never done martial arts. But as you would have known, you've done it with us for 4 or 5 years now, you can tell the difference in your confidence and in your personality from overcoming challenges, and all the drills and exercises we make you do helps you to become this stronger, more confident person, so you're able to handle any situation that's thrown at you.
Okay. So what are some techniques that you could show us for defense against it?
For self-defense, it depends on the situation, but most of the time bullying starts from verbal bullying, so it's how you handle yourself in that situation. So I try to teach the kids resilience and not taking things to heart and not always getting upset over small things. So if you're getting teased by someone that you don't know or don't really like their opinion shouldn't matter of you. So if you can get your head around that and wrap your head around that, then anything they dish at you, anything they try to tease or make you or put you down or anything like that has no effect, because why would you care about someone you hardly even know or hardly even care about affect the way you feel or affect your mood? You've got so many friends and family who love you who you are, you're happy with who you are. If you can understand that and you're confident in that and knowing you're comfortable with yourself, then they have nothing against you. They can say whatever you want. I'm whatever. It just brushes through you. So it's just ammunition that doesn't work. But if you're sort of every little thing, you take it to heart, they say a mean thing to you or they tease you for the way you look, and you get upset, then you're always going to get upset. And that's with life too. I found when I went into the workforce, people banter, people are going to stir you up, but if you're always stop it, I don't like it, or you're constantly going and telling your boss oh, this guy called me a name, they don't have time for it. And you have to be able to handle those situations yourself and stick up for it. And most of the time they're just joking around, so you joke back and it's all good. But if you sort of you cry or you get upset, you make a big deal out of it, then I find they're just going to bully you even more.
So what do you think that you should do if you are to be bullied and you don't know how to tell someone that you are getting bullied?
I think it's very important to tell people that you are getting bullied. Someone that you trust. Because you can't. Some situations it's just so hard to deal with yourself, especially now these days. People get bullied when they're so young, 4 or 5. It's a lot for one person to handle and to know exactly what to do. So I find telling a grown-up or telling someone that you feel comfortable around, so you tell us, we're crew, we're not your parents, someone that you trust and someone that can guide you to help you through this time. A lot of kids are worried about speaking up because they're worried that you're going to go tell the other person or make a big scene and they're going to get bullied even more. I think that's one of the biggest concerns. But getting it off your chest, knowing a right action to take, would really help the person getting bullied. So it's not like a shameful thing to ask for help. Everybody needs to ask for help at some point in time, and there's heaps of ways to get around a situation or most situations without the bullying even, or without the bully even knowing that you said something or you spoke up or something. There's ways around that. But yeah, it takes a lot of courage to do that, but we try to encourage everyone to speak up. Even if it's not to your parents, go speak to a friend or someone that can give you advice on what to do, or we encourage them to come see us because we've dealt with that situation heaps of times.
What are some words of advice for the bully?
For the bully, stop doing it. No one likes you. Yeah, with the bully, I find sometimes people know what they're doing, but they're going through a hard time themselves and they don't really know how to get this energy off, or they're trying to do it for attention, or they had a hard time themselves, so they sort of carry it over, sort of like a cycle, a bad cycle that we're trying to break. But yeah, just be a nicer person, I guess. If everyone was nice to everyone, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. And I feel as a parent, my biggest worry is that one day my kid will get bullied. And I think that's everyone's nightmare. You drop your kid off to school, and even though you've done it a million times, when you drop your kid off to school, you're always thinking, I hope they have a good day. I hope nothing goes wrong for their day and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it's my hope that everyone stops bullying and just be nicer to people. And I think we're getting to the age where some kids are being more mature for their age, and they're accepting people for who they are. They're not putting anyone down. They're including people, everyone. And we try to always teach that at the gym. So more and more people, more teachers encourage that at school. Then it just becomes a way of life, and then bullying just becomes extinct. But yeah, if you are bullying, just think about how you're making the other person feel and what it would feel like if that happened to you. So you're saying those mean things, or you're doing those mean things to someone every day, how would you feel if someone did it to you? So my mum always taught me this: if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So yeah, if you're gonna say something, make sure it's something nice. You can really make someone's day if you give them a compliment. You don't have to put that person down. Everyone's different. You just, I guess, gotta accept that.
What are ways that someone can deal with bullying emotionally and not feel like they have to get revenge on the person and make it even worse?
Ooh, all these tough hitting questions right here. I feel everyone has their own way of dealing with bullying. I know when I have a bad day, I used to get bullied as well, but when I have a bad day, with whether it's got to do with bullying or anything else, I take out all my frustration and all my built up energy at training. So that makes me feel good. I'll hit pads, I'll have a good sesh, and then I feel much better. So I feel like people need an outlet so they know how to handle the built up of emotions. But also confiding and talking to someone also helps, so that they know that they're not alone, and that someone's always there to support them and guide them through this time.
So you believe it's better to let your emotion out, tell someone about it, or I guess hitting something that's...
It's just having an outlet. I think if you bottle it all up, it's never good for anyone, whatever situation you're going through. So speaking about it, getting advice, knowing that you're not the only one that's been through it, and then just if you play sports, whether it's martial arts, or whether it's basketball, or whether it's soccer, or going to the gym, just having that out for that sort of escape, that me time that lets you do what you want to do, and feel good about yourself. And everyone sort of thinks, oh, school is my whole world, and these people they mean everything, but high school's only 5 years, so once high school's up, you probably never see these people again. And once you start going to martial art gyms or sports clubs and stuff, you have friends outside of school, so all these people that are being mean to you, they don't really matter, and you sort of see a different side, because not everyone is the same. Not everyone is mean to you. Not everyone picks on you. There are good people out there, and and you make friends at these clubs, and those friends are the ones that help you sort of like get through the difficult times, and you sort of like look forward to it. You know, if you had a hard day at school, you go to your club, everyone's like nice to you, you have a good training sesh, you know, you're high-fiving and stuff, then you feel good, and I think that helps you to deal with whatever situation you're going through. But if you're sort of like, you had a bad day, you go home, you go on social media, they're picking on you on social media, you're on TV, like, I don't know, you're just sort of stuck at home with your own thoughts, it can be very, not good for you, you just gotta get it out. Yes.
Okay, I think that's enough. I don't know. Yeah, good. Thank you for letting me do this and like giving some words of advice.
No worries. It was my pleasure. I always love teaching as a student. I was very honoured that you asked me to do this. And yeah, we're always trying to help the kids, and we're always trying to send a positive message about bullying anyway. So hopefully this will add to that and help to get the word out.
Okay.
Go. Good well. Good work.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Well done. I don't even know if you needed questions, Mike.